Hey everyone, Austin from Cultivated Culture here, and in this video I'm going to show you a super quick and easy way to find all of the keywords that you need to add to your LinkedIn profile in order to maximize your visibility, get more clicks, and convert that into more opportunities. So we are going to use this method, and it works for keywords for your LinkedIn headline, for your about section, for your skills section, and basically anywhere else that you're putting content on your LinkedIn profile, and it should take you less than 10 to 15 minutes to complete. So to start, we need three things open. First, we need our ResiMatch.io tool. So if you go to ResiMatch.io, or if you go to our website, you go under free tools and you go to resume scanner, it will take you to this page. Now, this page will open up with our resume scanner. I want you to go over here to where it says scan type and change that to job description scanner. This is what we are going to be using for this exercise. The next thing that you need is a place to store your job description data. So I'm using a Google Doc here. You could use a Word doc or the notes on your phone or anywhere else where you can copy and paste information. And then last but not least, we need a job board where we can search for jobs that you would be targeting. And the reason that's so important is because we want to focus on jobs that you would actually apply for, jobs that you would actually target, because those are going to have the most relevant keywords that are going to allow you to generate more of those inbound opportunities with your LinkedIn profile. So for the sake of this example, we are going to be running a search for a data scientist role. And those are the keywords that we are going to be focusing on. But the same systems and processes apply to any role out there and all the keywords that are relevant to that. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to run a search for my target job title. In this case, it's going to be data scientist. Now, my goal here is to scan through the results as if I were going to apply for these jobs. But instead of applying for the jobs, when I see a job I'm interested in, I'm going to copy the job description and paste it into my doc. And I want to rinse and repeat that for a minimum of about 30 job descriptions. So why 30? Well, 30 gives us a critical mass of data. It gives us a really good sample size to know exactly what keywords are going to be the right ones for us. If you only use one or two or five job descriptions even, you tend to run the risk of getting keywords that are more company specific. So for example, if I had 3 roles from Snap in my sample size and I only had 5 total jobs, a lot of keywords that are only relevant to Snap would come up there because 60% of the job descriptions and the content are from that one company. So the more job descriptions you can put into this system, the better your results are going to be. But that said, you don't have to go too crazy. So my recommendation is 30. If you want to get away with 15 or 20, that's fine too. I'm just here to tell you that to get the maximum out of this, you need to put in more job descriptions. More is better. So I already have about 6 job descriptions for data scientists in here. What I'm going to do is just add one more in. So I'm just going to scroll down and click on, let's say, this data scientist role from PayPal. When I want to copy and paste the job description content here, I want to avoid any of the legalese or the language that doesn't necessarily apply to the role. So basic requirements applies, key responsibilities, description, job summary, all of that is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come over and I'm going to paste it into my doc. And so here you can see I have a lot of content for job descriptions here. So then what I'm going to do is start at the very top and I'm going to highlight all of the content here. So you can see I've highlighted every single job description. We want to capture them all at once. I'm going to copy that content and then I'm going to go over to the job description scanner on ResiMatch. I'm going to paste it all in and I'm going to hit start job description scan. Now, what ResiMatch is going to do is scan all of that content from all of those job descriptions, and it is going to present a list of skills, both hard and soft skills, that are basically showing up most frequently across all of those roles. And these are the keywords that we are going to want to target because these are the keywords that are presenting most frequently across all of the roles that we're targeting, which means they tend to be the most important keywords for the full scope of the job search, the full scope of the roles that we're targeting. And since we only have one LinkedIn profile, we essentially need to take a one-to-many approach, but we need to do that in an intentional way. So we want to make sure that our profile is optimized for all of the jobs that would be targeting, not just one of the jobs. And we also don't want it to be targeting every single job that's potentially in the realm of possibility for us. We want to have that narrowed scope, but we also want it to be wide enough so that we are sourcing multiple roles and multiple different types of companies and recruiters and employers. So that's exactly why we're approaching this way. And you can see right here in the all skills match, we have our top keywords. So in this case, it's data, it's product, it's insight, it's analytics, it's data science, it's analysis, it's machine learning. These are the keywords that we want to take and we want to put into our LinkedIn profile. So we have a whole bunch of different ways that we can do this. In your headline, I typically recommend that you include the top 3 to 5 keywords. I know it can be hard to squeeze 5 keywords in there, but if you can, good on you. We have a whole formula for creating a great LinkedIn headline and where to insert those keywords, so you can check that out. For your about section, you just want to weave as many of these as you naturally can into your about section. You don't want to keyword stuff. You don't want to make it super obvious that you're just jamming as many of these keywords in there as you can. You want to write sentences in ways that sell your value and that sound natural, but also weave in as many keywords as you possibly can. And then on the LinkedIn skill side, you basically want to make sure that every single keyword that's on this page is added to your LinkedIn skills. But not only that, you want to make sure that you are getting endorsements for these top skills. So add every single one of these, but then look at the top 3 to 5 and try to go out there and source endorsements for those specific skills. Why? LinkedIn skills factor into your ranking. So when you run a search for a candidate on LinkedIn, or when an employer does that, you see a ranking of candidates. You see a ranking of people in a specific order. Well, LinkedIn skills impact your ability to show up higher up on that list. And the way that LinkedIn judges that is, 1, what skills do you have on your profile? But 2, how many endorsements do you have compared to the competition? And you actually need at least 1 endorsement on a skill for it to be factored into LinkedIn's search algorithm. So we want to make sure that the top skills that show up in our resume match scan also have the most endorsements in our profile, or at least as many endorsements as we can get. So if you do all of those things, your LinkedIn profile is going to be optimized for the keywords that align specifically with your target roles. And you are going to show up in more searches. You're going to win more clicks to your profile, and more employers are going to reach out to you with opportunities because your profile is so aligned to the roles and to the skills that they're looking for. So I hope this helps. This should only take you, again, about 10 to 15 minutes to run through, and it will drastically change your LinkedIn results. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.